had turned around and called timeout himself. Ran over to Mike Miller, the coach, and said, "If you don't get me off of May and get Fat Man in, what are you doing, motherfucker?" That's what May was doing to boys.
Yeah.
You're going Mayor Bush.
I'll go Bush.
So what happened, man? I heard Big Rodney was out there about to get smack Isaac that game. You was on the bench when y'all lost to the Panthers. Do you remember any of that? Because you don't remember nothing about that loss.
No. Cut the debt.
This is Chris Thomas. This is where I'm learning some things too. Sometimes you don't gotta.
I remember it was at North Central though. And
do you remember that Panther route?
Panther route was nasty, but we loved playing at North Central. I probably averaged 30 in that gym.
Was Doug Mitchell watching?
Yes.
Shout out to Douglas. We need to talk. You've been indicted.
You know, Coach Mitchell and my dad
it's
played
a
on the same team.
super convening, huh?
Coach Mitchell and my dad played on the same team at Butler College.
Who was killing?
I don't know.
What your dad got to say about Douglas?
As a player?
As
or
a man?
Coach? He loves him. I used to hate y'all.
What about as a hooper?
And Coach Mitchell, JG, and the difference between now with social media.
I gotta let you and JG cat fight. That's the only reason I ain't gonna get in the middle of when it's y'all.
Was we disliked each other because only time we really were around each other was in a competitive environment. You know what I'm saying? Your team versus my team. I wasn't with his age group, so but I on the circuit when we were you on the circuit, I used to kick it with JG, talk to JG all the time, man. Love the dude. And same thing with Coach Mitchell. I used to see him on the golf course all the time.
At the top, it's always women involved. Was there ever any women involved? The women in my life bring confusion. That's why Nino and New Jack Kahala canceled that.
No, there wasn't.
Exactly.
Basketball.
Indiana basketball still looking honorable between you and JG. The two torch holders. From there to it's hard to argue. Green Light City, baby, we got to cut the deck. About one more thing before we go, but we're gonna reset the tape. I got to get a quick Jordan story. Got to get that Jordan story.
Are we still going?
Right. Is it any way to switch the screen real quick? If we can switch the screen, let him come with, because he told me in the car, and you know me.
You gotta tell me which
Mike.
one though. It's gotta be.
Listen, man.
I will tell you. I'll tell you my favorite story with MJ.
Man, listen, man. We talking about MJ. Hey, you know what he said, right? He said, you don't know about my Jordan story. This is what we want to know. Is it any way to flip the screen?